Jason Graham's 1963.5 Ford Galaxie, Custom Rod of the Year. This is Jason Graham's 1963.5 Ford Galaxie, a slant-back fastback that earned Custom Rod of the Year. Whether it's on a country fence line at golden hour, cruising through downtown Nashville under overcast skies, or glowing at dusk, the stance stays mean. Up close, the Falcon-style quad headlights and the Galaxie badge read like jewelry. Before any of that, though, it was just a bare shell on a rotisserie. Primer, floor pans, then a deep painted body before the city profile came together.
Jason Graham, I'm from Portland, Tennessee. Own a hot rod shop down there called Jason Graham Hot Rods. Been in business full time since '04. Been building cars since I was 13, so 30 plus years, and kind of got a stereotype of fenderless hot rods, a lot of Model A's and stuff like that. And this time we ventured out into the full-size, more pro touring world. It's on a Roadster Shop chassis, full pro touring suspension. Got Ride Tech coilovers, Big Bear brakes, Supercharged Coyote 6R80. Got one-off wheels. It rides, drives, and handles like on rails. It's a beast. Dynoed 782 horse. It's pretty wicked for a big car. It'll move. We did everything in-house ourselves except the machining work and the leather stitching. We even fabbed all the interior panels, but we farmed out the stitching and foam work for the interior. We worked pretty hard. It's a little over 3,000 hours in it. The first time we've had an all Ford vehicle, so it's kind of something new and exciting for us to go visit. And we're excited for the weekend. Sun's out and it's gonna be a pretty day.
Under the hood, a Ford Coyote V8 runs a VMP supercharger under that signature orange cover. From the wide shot, you see the packaging, radiator support, serpentine belt drive, the supercharger snout feeding the throttle body, plenum covers, coil packs, and the details of the drive system all get the same treatment as the body. Studio lighting shows the finish. The show hood tells the same story under the tent. Then a second pass, the same wide bay, the straight down snout, the 3/4 over the radiator support, plenum close, belt detail, and that studio shot again. Because an engine bay built to this standard deserves a second look.
We'll take a quick look at it.
Jason, what a cool car, brother.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, this is my own personal car for a change. I've been working on customer stuff for a lot of times, and we just decided we wanted to do something of our own. And I've been wanting to get out and do the pro touring style, and I've always liked a 63.5 Galaxie, so it's what I decided to go with. And
did you have the car laying around, or?
No, it was actually just an old junk parts car we got give to us. It was free. It was really rough, but we bought another parts car and put the two together, and you know, that's what we started with.
Tell me what you did. There's a bunch of custom touches, but you didn't take anything that really sticks out as custom.
There's custom from end to end of this car. It's like we didn't really leave any panel untouched, but everything is so subtle. It's still a 63.5 Galaxie.
That's what I'm saying. It looks factory.
There's nothing out of place. Everything is just fitting. Starting in the front, the grille is identical to the original grille, only it's machined out of one-piece billet. So it gives it depth, and it's all one piece instead of the overlapped little thin aluminum like it was original been.
How thick, how big of a billet was that you started with?
It started out at a 487-pound chunk, and they whittled it down to 17 pounds.
17 pounds, yeah. Man.
All the machine work was done by 110 Machining in Gallatin, Tennessee. We did the front little chin spoiler, and then it's got the air intake for the supercharger heat exchanger.
What's that chin spoiler made out of? I know it's made out of metal.
It's all sheet metal.
Yeah.
I hand made that, and
but
it's
it looks
powder.
like the new ABS kind of a product.
Well, it's a light texture gray powder coat.
Man, it looks like late model, modern, like, you know, man alive. What color is it?
It's called Inferno. It's a pearl orange. It's got a lot of gold pearls and a lot of red pearls in it. So in the shade, it has a red tone, and then right up in the sun, it kind of turns a little bit of gold.
What about the trim?
All the trim has been brushed.
Walk the exterior and the details start adding up. 3-spoke forged wheel caps at the front, black 3-piece wheels at the rear, aired-out stance low over the pavement, the Galaxie script on the passenger quarter, the brushed stainless door sill plate, the chrome canister taillight, and those quad Falcon-style headlights all tie into the front 3/4 fence line view. At the show, it rolls the walkaround from every angle, 3/4, front, side, then a full rolling pass across showgrounds. Back to detail. Front wheel straight on, rear wheel close, front wheel and quarter at ground level, the door sill plate, and the taillight again, because you can't catch it all in one pass. Then into the shop, Jason with the crew around the car, the tight walk around of the build floor, and the body shell again. First bare on the jig, then painted. The downtown skyline ties the shop story back to the street.
Seats and door panels, and built the console. And then John Miller up in Ohio, he did all the leather work and the stitching and finished out. I got it maybe 70%, and then he took it from there and finessed it the way he wanted to be able to wrap everything in leather. All the speaker grills, they've been machined and chromed, and then I actually painted the inserts to match the leather color inside.
Step inside, chrome horn button at the steering wheel, custom dash with rust brown bucket seats and a console shifter, wide from the driver's side, then from the passenger side, then an alternate angle with the chrome wheel and rust upholstery. At the show, the interior wide shot and the dash tell the same story under tent lighting. Then a second pass inside, Same steering wheel, driver's dash, wide cockpit, passenger side, and the alt interior, because every surface was considered. Back to the show hood open for a final engine beat, and the interior wide and dash one more time. Then the finale, rolling head-on at golden hour, the city profile, the taillights at Nashville dusk, and the show walk-around three-quarter, front, side, and the rolling pass across showgrounds. A last look inside the shop, crew around it, car on the build floor, because every great build ends where it started. That's Jason Graham's Custom Rod of the Year Galaxie. For more builds like this one, you're at Restomod Muscle Car Finder.